Hey everybody, it's John. It is Live Fire Monday, sponsored by the Mantis X10 Firearms Performance System. Really appreciate these guys. Got a fun one for you today that's kind of Mantis centered. You can do this without the Mantis, but we're going to work on recoil control today. And I want to show you today, objectively, with some objective data, why I say two hands on the gun is best. Let's talk about it. If you want to keep your shooting skills primed, you have to regularly dry fire. Mantis X is the best dry fire tool available to help you to stay sharp all the time. I use it every week. One of the cool things of the new Mantis X10 is that we have the recoil meter. And what the recoil meter does is it shows which way the gun is tracking, how it's doing what it's doing, and how long it takes you to recover to your vertical position. It's actually a really cool tool. And it shows us something that my sights are. Now, if I don't have a Mantis, what you're going to see here is you're going to see some recoil analysis. You're going to see where the muzzle went and how it worked, okay? If you don't have one, that's fine. You just got to see it through your sights and see your sights doing it. And it's just really hard for me to show you that. We've done it a couple times. It takes real concentration and it's hard for me to do. I can do it here real easy. So let's see what the difference is in recovery time and how much recoil we get single-handed versus two-handed. Okay, here's where we're going to start. I have this mounted on the bottom of my magazine here, but again, in live fire, we're fine. So what we're going to do is I'm going to take several one-handed shots, and I'm going to do as good a job as I can of keeping this gun under control. So good pinky pressure, good front-to-back grip, good recoil control with my thumb. Let's see if I can get the gun back to a recoil position here. Okay, there was 0.82. Let's get a couple more here. Okay, it's going to find another one, 8.3, pretty consistent. 8.2. Okay, so we have 3 shots there that we can see what's going on. Let me holster this, and we can see what's happening. A couple things here. So my recovery time was 0.8 seconds. I had a muzzle rise of 39 of 15 here. So let's see here what we got. If I go to shot number 2, look at the 32. So that one I did a pretty good job of keeping the muzzle down 22 degrees, 32 degrees, 39 degrees on the muzzle. And also the width. Notice 15.99, 16.43. That first shot was probably the best one that I took. And my recoil angle of 4.83 there, negative 26 there. And you can see, okay, so it's giving me some averages, right? So I can get some of these averages, and we're looking up top and down. So the third shot was definitely not the best. This is this width that it comes over here. Now let's see what we do if we get two hands on the gun. Now, you got to recognize, everybody, that I am shooting right-handed when I am normally a left-handed shooter. Again, I'm still managing this busted up paw, but I think you are going to see the significant difference that putting a second hand on the gun makes. Let's kind of get an idea and a feel for this. Okay, so now I have the grip that I want with my support hand. So we have much faster times here. Let's look at this second one. Let's get this correct. And let's just see what we have here. So one of the things that we notice is our average recoil time. Now that recovery time was much longer this last one, but look at how much better some of these are. 0.42, 0.52, 0.62. So you see much smaller here when we see our recovery time. Our muzzle rise, 20 degrees, 24 degrees, 22 degrees. That last one a little high. Again, these things will happen. Average recoil width of, again, 8 degrees, 6 degrees. So the big thing that you notice here is that it is much more tight this way. So the gun is tracking much more straight up and down. It's not rising as high, not coming as low, and not coming together with as much time. So it's faster and less muzzle rise in less weird conditions with two hands on the gun versus one. So why do I tell you to put two hands on the gun? When you go watch the main channel, I talk about this all the time. I say, get two hands on the gun. Now, I do want to show you a couple of differences with two hands on the gun and the different ways they might recoil based on how you grip the gun. Let's talk about that too. So I'm going to get this gun back out again. I got a few more here. We can kind of see it. Let's stop and reset. Okay, so I am going to look at this. Now, what I'm going to do there, you just saw kind of some of what I had. We'll do some more with that. But what I'm going to do now is I'm not going to focus on my pinkies. I'm going to keep this pinky kind of off my hand a little bit here so that it's not as significant in recoil control. So I'm going to just kind of grip softly, a little bit more softly with my hand here and not have as much in my pinky as I possibly can. Okay, let's see what we had there. I'm interested in this stuff too. Okay, pretty good there. Okay, we got 4 of those. Now then, let's take a look at some of what we've got here. You can kind of see what we have is around a 6-degree recoil width there. Again, still 5, but I want to notice the muzzle rise out of these ones. So 26, 23, 22, 25. So we're around, 25-degree average muzzle rise, 23-degree average muzzle rise. And my average recoil angle here is it's going left just a little bit and not quite as up and down. Now here's what we're going to do. I want to grip the tar out of this now. Now what I'm going to do here, the shots that I have left, I've got about 3 rounds left. We'll get 3 shots out of this. And I'm going to grip this here like I normally do. So for me, my pinky here, I grip inside my other hand like this, and I'm going to see what that does in terms of how much recoil control that I can do when I grip with my pinkies. Okay, we got that. Good. Okay, that was my second one there that I had. I want to get another one here, so I'm going to take this off this magazine, put it on another magazine. When you get a mag adapter, get a couple, and then that way you can keep trucking. Let's get a couple more shots here. Okay, a little slow on the recovery time there. Let's see what this does now. You can tell my hands are starting to get a little bit tired. 7, 8, we're doing pretty well there. Okay. So you can see other than that first one that I was a little bit lazy, notice that my recoil angle was much less here. So when I'm here, my recoil angle here, much better. And when I go over to this one, notice again, just barely up and to the right. So here I had a lazy one that I wasn't as good, and so it really went left hard. But these ones much better. So when I get the pinky on the gun and I really grip and think about my pinkies, the gun definitely does a better job here. So 2 hands on the gun, as much pinky pressure as you can, that's your best bet. Go out on the range and experience it for yourself.